Before we start, if you want to straighten out stooped shoulders, there's a couple of gym exercises. You can use a TRX strap on the wall, and you can also do bent forward barbell row. Let's grab a chair now. We're having an explore of good mornings. We've worked the quads at the front of the thigh, we've worked the hammies at the back now. Just exploring good mornings. I'll just be on the angle here, you can see that over. So a good morning is like, good morning, that's what it's like. And if you put your hands behind your back and let your elbows be slightly bent and going backwards. Good morning. It's a funny name for an exercise. Now, of course, to make it official, gym bunnies will have a weight on the back. They're going, good morning. And we're not worried about rounding our back to try and get our forehead to touch the ground. We're keeping our back very straight. All right, so we'll turn this into something that looks a little bit more like the top half of a yoga chair pose, but we're not bending our knees. And that loaded things up a little more. Can you keep your back straight? You need to look up, well, not all the way up, but 3/4 of the way up, so that when you're in your good morning, you're able to look up under your eyebrows and see the wall in front of you. Okay. Yeah, who can keep a really straight back, like straight back? Not that, that. See, like, yeah, not so that, as opposed to this. Can you see that? Yeah, okay, so actually most of us are pretty good, but just for the sake of the teaching point, if one, especially tall people like basketball players, and I'm fairly tall, is that you tend to be looking down at people, so a bit rounded. So, but supposing we manubrium, just lift and feel the shoulder blades come together. You see, manubrium, upper breastbone, lift, and then the shoulder blades come together. But we want to be tall and relaxed. We don't want to overdo it. Like military is good if you're trying to impress people for a short time. I'm not sure I can, but tall and relaxed. So this time we'll just let the manubrium lift, and you feel the ribs lift in front, and the shoulder blades go together a little bit at the back. So manubrium lift, right, manubrium lift. You can put a finger on it if you like, just manubrium. And feel that straight back. Now I'm going to get that lovely hamstring work. So if you're holding down that manubrium lift, shoulder blades pulling together a little, so mid to upper back strength. All right, and you're lengthening. Like lengthening, relaxed and aware, like the neck's lengthening away from the chest. Let's see how we're going. No worries. Now, I have a good story to tell at my expense right now, but let's just get moving. Well done, guys. We'll come back to that a little later on. Now, being a sort of tall, slightly shy sort of person, can you do this? I've got one arm going forward and back like I'm sort of running here. So, having known my running coach for a long time, I sent him a little video of me running. He says, "You idiot. I mean, I've told you what to do, but you're not doing it. How come these young teenage runners can get it, but you don't? You idiot," he says, basically. And yeah, well, if you haven't got the postural strength and stamina to hold a tall running position, you can't. And no amount of teaching and saying, stand up tall, is going to work, because the muscles get tired and it's more comfortable to be rounded like that. So, but it's quite correctable. And at the gym, I think they're pretty good at this nowadays. They give you upper back and shoulder blade exercises. Yeah, and this is a nice exercise. So I don't like being called an idiot. But yeah, well, you got to take the good with the bad. For this and more teaching moments at BT's Pilates blog, look in the notes below.